Well, it's Friday. See, did you just were you just laying there and you melted the snow underneath you? That's melted. Well, got a little bit of fresh snow out here. I don't know, maybe 4 inches in some spots. Most spots maybe an inch and a half, but this was already plowed here. Well, shoveled by hand. The girlfriend did that when I was gone. It kind of sucks. I want to use the tractor to do it, but yeah, some people were commenting on the way I did this. I don't really have anything up close to show here, but you know, yeah, you see, this is where the old sealant was. Most likely just like plumber's putty they had underneath it. So, of course, I need another coat on there. I need to fill in all that. I did put silicone in there, but you know, fancy light up there, lighting it up. And in here, I just added paneling here, across the top there, on the sides. I know it looks like shit. So, but this is all temporary. So, clearly in there I need to get silicone. You can see some of it got pushed in there, but not very much. You can see it just in the back there. So, you can see lots in there. Yeah, my gaps measurements were not the best. So, the other end is in here. So, you know, that's not too bad, but I'll be working on that tomorrow. Got to also do something with this window here. Look at ice here. Pure ice, hey? So Logan's bedroom window there, it's just single pane, so we gotta tarp that off, fix that. But got back about an hour ago. Today's Friday night. Ran around the city like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to find stovepipe and everything I need to put in the chimney, because today wasn't the warmest, but it's not bad. Roads are shitty, but just picked up 2 of those guys. Ooh, the boxes are all wet and frosty. Look at the frost on them, hey? It's in its truck. This guy, I'm not sure yet if I'll be using metal. Again, corrugated metal roof. I'd have to bend those to fit. That takes a lot of time. They make a rubber boot. I just don't know if I'm a fan of rubber boots. And then here's the ceiling support. So, got a few other things inside already, but I gotta get these out of here because I don't know yet what I'm going to use. So, but this guy here comes with the different flashing lifter on top there. I'll make a little bit more of a video about this later on. Well, there it is, and I got a croc full of snow. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Wearing Crocs outside in the snow. Man, I wish I had a fireplace to put my feet up on, or a wood stove. It's not too bad outside, but made in Canada, eh? So, I don't know which CSA number these have, what it works out to, but I know Canadian standards are way crazier compared to the States. So, again, that guy's the one I'm not sure if I'll be using yet. But if you guys want to see what I'm going to be using, so Supervent 2100. So, Selkirk chimneys, you could say. But, yeah, well, I just got to figure out what I'm going to do. Again, I'm not sure. I might get the rubber boot. So, still kind of thinking. And, of course, it's going to go right through there. So, at least I could get, this roof has shingles and then metal on top. So, I can pretty much cut right through until I hit the bottom of the metal. I'll have to pick up 2x6s, 2x8s, 2x4, or whatever the hell the top rafters are. I don't know until I cut it open. I could measure at the eaves, but it might be different. Who knows? Give me a second. Hey, poo-poo! Okay, so we just figured out where we got to drill. So, our drill cut right there. So it's going to be an interesting one. Of course, everything's on a bit of an angle here, but this pretended it was our wood stove, so got more than enough measurements. I just moved it, of course. So now I get the fun time of chopping that out. And then a couple templates we used here just for, so we didn't have to lift this thing up. It's just 14 by 14, so a little bit bigger, but okay. Yes, that might work.
Is this the one? Yeah?
Maybe. Okay, so again, got the redneck oscillating tool here. Took out the battery because the battery is shot. Got it hooked up to the long 12-volt extension cable, pigtail on there. So, time to start working. There's a noticeable voltage and amp draw through that 22 gauge wire. Yeah, 22 gauge. It might even be 24. Very thin wire. But it is rated for 3 amps, but I'm sure this is going to draw more than 3 amps. It doesn't even say the amp draw on it, but whatever. If that cable just starts to smoke, it starts to smoke. I'm not too worried about it. All I do is damage the cable. Good thing is I get a lot less RPM out of this guy, so it'll actually be easier to control. Okay. Well, just got the snow and ice off it. A little bit interesting doing that, but yeah, roof's going to need a little bit of work sooner or later, but right about there is where it's going. So corrugated metal roof, it should be a little bit fun. No, I don't see any real joints there. Yeah, right where we're going to be going out is right where it looks like it's joined together, 2 pieces. Might be able to kind of bury the flashing then. I don't know. Well, we're off to go buy some roofing screws. Hopefully, if I screw right through into the 2x4 framing around the firebox, I could pull that tin in tight enough. But there's shingles underneath. I just quickly wiped some of the snow off there, but it's pretty icy. Well, off to go buy some screws and we'll see what else happens. Well, battery, the little saw here is doing great, running on 12 volts. So got all that out, had my template, and you guys can see here, now I'm at my marks here. So, just starting to line up the first board here. Now, I got plywood, shingles, and then metal. So I should be able to technically take off the plywood, the shingles, and then tomorrow I'll do the rest of it. But that's just the marks where I got it cut. So, that's just in there loose. But then took some pressure treated 2x6s off the old goat house. Because, you know, don't have goats in there no more. So I'll be cutting that up. Now, the flashing, I don't even know where it disappeared to. Right there. I'm thinking, because I'm coming out right at a seam, so I might actually get away with cutting this and putting it underneath. So that would be better, and then I can technically seal it up a little bit better than being on top. So we'll see. We'll see. Well, and every piece of this I'm going to try to put like that. The reason for the extra 2x4s is somewhere for the flashing to bolt and kind of wedge together. Yeah, it's going to be a little tricky to get it in there, but we'll see. Oh, fun, fun, fun. Yeah. Well, when I put in my 2x6s, hopefully those will get sucked into them when I screw them. We'll see.
You have to try and get across the line.
There was a broom on the end of that, but he decided to break the broom.
What are you talking about?
Just throw it down.
Look at that.
Okay, that's enough snow. A little soft looking on that joint there. No, don't do that, Logan. The screw's on top. No, no, no.
Watch me fall off.
Maybe I'll get your mom to bring another broom. Ooh, I can see some light. I see light. So I'm going to be deciding when I get up there if I'm just cutting it out for that size. I just kind of gave this an ugly trim if I'm going to go on top with this guy, or if I'm going to actually try to get it underneath the metal and make a big asshole. Not too sure yet. So got the pipes out, got the bands on, and got this guy sitting in there, so nice and level. So I guess I'll go up to do the cutting because I don't care to get metal in my eyes. Fun, fun, fun. Yep. Oh, I should do a comparison up here versus a couple years ago. Just give me a second. I just pulled out the old chimney. It actually came right out. Yeah, it seems like it'll be sealed decent. Just give me a second here. Oh, it's a little bit of a loose spot there, but you know, the rest actually looks fairly decent still up here. I'm done. I'm just making kind of a walk around update here. Checking the condition of the rest of the roof. Actually seems to be pretty decent. I can see that it would be nice to reseal in between here, in between the two parts here. A couple spots where it looks like it's cracked, but it's all going downhill. Yeah, it is cracked off there. But as long as it's not leaking, it's good for now. The internet tower. Oh, yeah, I guess you guys want to see that. So it's just under 5 feet tall, so we don't need to have no guy wires on it. But I got a tripod identical to that one right there. So I'm thinking, well, I could just bolt a bracket around that and have the 3 tripod legs and add another 3 feet to it, because we still don't have a very long system. So chances are we'll try it like this. I got my locking ring on there, I got my weather ring, and I used a lot of silicone. And that's just roof repair, roof tar. So, well, there you go. Got it up there. The ladder kind of sucked, but it worked. Either the ring cap is off it, or who knows what. That bag is full of water. Well, that's it for the chimney off into the city. So the idea is to put another 3 foot of length on there, get some guy wires on there. I'm thinking of using a 3-legged tripod. I already got one, a 5-foot tripod. I just need to get some kind of material to wrap around the 10-inch diameter pipe, outside diameter. So still got to do some final leveling. The water coming in is just from the moisture, I'm sure of it, because we got a lot of rain and snow last night. When I say a lot, I'm talking it's heavy, very heavy. We got about 2 inches of snow, but again, it's extremely heavy snow. It was raining too, and it's kind of raining right now. So, well, that's the end of it for this weekend. Today's Monday morning, so maybe I'll do a little bit throughout the week. I'm not too sure yet. Probably wait till the weekend. Okay, see you guys on next video. Well, looks like that guy had a shitty morning. Yeah. Right upside down. It's about the 3rd car I see. Yeah, I never seen any hunters this morning, so I guess they're too afraid to come on the highway, but I'm only going 80, so it's not that bad. That's kilometers an hour, by the way. Not miles per hour, but, well, roads actually aren't that bad in my opinion, but, you know, we'll see. It's a lot less snow over here, so I still got about another hour to go. Okay, well, get back to you guys later. Great proxy.